don't want to confuse our followers. I don't want to confuse our people. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, I don't believe that it's just one God. You know how many religions there are?
So that's why I said. That's why I said that I don't want to confuse our people because I believe there is only one God. So I don't want to.
And let me ask you a question. So you believe that the Muslims don't have a God? Hello.
I don't want to disrespect your
Nah,
followers.
because no, we gotta be honest. See, that's the thing about with me, right? I'm just too honest. I can't like be on no delusional shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's just I can't do that. That's just not how I'm made up. So if you telling me that there's only one God, the Muslims believe in a God. You understand what I'm saying? There's 5,000 religions out here. You know what I'm saying? It might be even more now. Because, listen, you understand this. I want you to really understand this, right? I can wake up tomorrow and start my own religion. Do you know this?
Yeah.
So, if I wake up tomorrow and start my own religion, and I start setting the guidelines for my religion out, and I'm saying my God, right? That's the God that I believe in, and this is my religion. This is how the religion of Christianity, this is how the religion of the Muslims, this is how the religions of all of these religions have started in the world.
But Deezy, let's be honest. Are you the creator of mankind?
See, but you gotta understand this, right?
Of the oceans and the seas and the days and the sun and are you the real creator?
So you mean to tell me? So the Muslims? So you talking about the creator, right? So you mean to tell me that the Muslim people that believe in what they believe in, right? They don't have a creator?
Can I ask you a question, Deezy, real quick about the Muslims?
Mm-hmm.
If you listen, and this is wow, okay. Chat, people listening, this is with all due respect. I mean no harm when I say this. I'm just speaking out of what I know and what I've heard. When you listen to the Muslim teachings, they're prophetic. I don't know what you want to call what they do, but they even often incorporate the word of God. The Muslims are double. They talk about the Quran and the Bible when it benefits them.
But when I need you to understand them, that everybody religion. But this,
Deezy, let me finish. Deezy. So they'll go on this whole rant about the Quran, but then you hear them say, and even King James Version out of the Bible, God speaks, God says. So Deezy, in answer to your question, even the Muslims acknowledge God, the Creator, from the King James Version Bible. When it's convenient for them. They are twofold, double-handed. The Quran and last time I heard, the Bible, God says you can't be lukewarm. It's either one or the other. You either with me or you not.
But you telling yourself about something somebody wrote though, Nehemiah. Somebody wrote that. I'm just trying. I'm being honest with you, baby. Somebody wrote that. So if
somebody wrote the Quran or somebody
wrote everything.
So when you say somebody wrote, then Deezy, how can you be a believer of anything if that's your belief?
I sat there and just told you that I've got my own God. I believe that there is a spiritual, spirit that, will let you know, and it's up to you to follow your intuition and how you feel. If you don't follow it, then you'll have yourself in all kinds of situations. It's people like you'll have things that'll tell you don't do this And then you'll go do it and think that I'll pray about it and it'll be better. You should have never did it. You knew what was telling you to don't do this.
Deezy, let me ask you a question. You say you have your own God, right?
Yes.
Does your God have a name?
I told you, it's just a spirit. It keeps me right. Do you understand what I come from, Nehemiah?
And that's what I'm leading to.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I'm just trying to tell you though.
Now you got me
because
open.
I'm trying to let you know. When I was going by the stuff that everybody else go through, I was still out there in the streets.
Deezy, the fact that the reason why I love you. I'm not judging you. I really want to know what you believe.
But I'm sitting here telling you, you're not listening to me. I know, and I'm telling you, I want to be honest with you. You have a hard time.
You're not allowing me to ask. You're not allowing me to ask the question.
Nehemiah, you have a hard time listening, though, baby. I have to really tell you that. You think about what you think about, but you have like a hard time of being receptive to information. I'm telling you about me, right? And how I feel and how I look at it, and you telling me how you think. I'm telling you about me. This is the question is you asking about me, and I'm telling you why I look at the spirit, how I look at it, and the things that I've been through, and I was still in the street doing things when I looked at things a certain way, but when I changed my mindset up to the way that I am now, everything has been going right for me.
And that is exactly what my questions are. That's what I was doing. I was about to start asking you questions. So because I've never heard this theory before, I have my own God. So I'm interested. So, you said you have your own God. Does this God, the God that you have, does he exist in the Bible or no?
No, my God exists to me, though. My God is personal for me. My God is not for me to be in church. My God is not to discuss and try to make other people believe my God. My God is to keep me balanced and level and to be able to live my journey on earth.
Does your God have a specific name? Or?
I just said, didn't I? You see, you didn't let know. I just said, didn't I just say what my God is? I said, my God is for me. It ain't for nobody else. It keeps me level. So that's why I feel like all of the people that are in huddles talking about their God is the same God, those are all the people that are sinning every day, making excuses for why they're sinning, talking about they're going to pray for their sin.
So do you believe that your God is only for, just only for you?
Yes.
Specific?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, I'm amazed.
I said this to you before, though, Nehemiah. You know I said this to you before. Stop that. We had this conversation. You know what I'm saying? My God is for me. It keeps me grounded. You understand what I'm saying?
Do you think that your God is here to help anybody else?
It's for me. I just said this. You asking me the same thing 50 ways. It's for me. You got to have your God for you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not praying to the God that Krishan is talking about. I'm not praying to the God that these people out here that are doing evil, demonic shit.
Yeah. No. We're not talking about...
Yeah, but you got to understand, Krishan is praying to the same God you praying to. Jesus Christ. Yes, she is.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
She's not.
No, you're saying she's not because you don't want to believe it. Yes, she is.
But you know what, Deezy? The thing about it is, she might be.
I'm sitting here telling you. I'm sitting here telling you how this shit go. See, Nehemiah, you gotta understand, I'm one smart nigga though, and that's what you gotta really understand. Like I am one I get on here and talk about these people and bug out with these characters that's on the internet and shit like that because I see that that's what people pay attention to. You gotta understand, Nehemiah. I'm one smart.
But
nigga.
At the end of the day, you know better, is what you're saying.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm one smart nigga. This is what I want you to understand.
So let me ask you a question.
I need you to understand this, though, Nehemiah. I'm very.
I already know you that man. I already know you that guy.
I'm very smart. I get on here and fuck with this shit because
I already told you that.
I see that the people gravitate to this shit. This is why I talk about this shit, and I'm able to talk about it.
You know what you're doing very well. You know what you're doing very well, and it's seemingly working. You got it. That's it. My question to you is, when you pray, it might be too personal. You might not want to.
I just told you, my God is my God. I don't pray to nothing nobody else is praying to.
Do you think that your God wants to only help you, or he wants to help others?
Nehemiah, didn't you just hear what I said? See, you're not listening. You're not listening though, baby. That I gotta work on with you to get the listening.
You keep on saying I'm not listening.
No, you're not, because you're asking me the same question. You're asking me the same. You're asking me the same question different ways. Do you understand that though?
So okay. So your thing is you have a God specifically ordained and created for just you.
I have my own personal relationship, and I'm gonna tell you. If you ask that question again, right? I'm gonna redirect it another way. I have my own personal spirit that I pray to keep me balanced. I don't pray to the same God as nobody. I'm not following nobody on this earth's God. It's too many demonic spirits, foul individuals, lying, snake, cheating, deceiving, rotten motherfuckers for me to follow anybody else's God. I've seen all the people that have been in the church. They're deceivers, they're liars, and they act like they're more holier than thou. Those are the people. I'm not following that shit. I'm following my own shit.
Now, I will give you that. Everything you just said is if you can't get me to agree with you on anything else, everything you just said is completely agreeable. Yes, they're snakes in the church. A lot of false prophets. A lot of even your famous preachers that are leading thousands in the flock, thousands in the masses, thousands in the congregation. Crooked, corrupt, and I've seen it from my own eyes. So you are exactly on point with that. So I understand completely where you're coming from with that. And I understand why you. I understand. I completely. I understand. The only thing about it is, Deezy, I would say that if I get to a point where I have met God at that point, to where I know He's my God and He's for me, I would like to know that I could maybe bless somebody else with Him or tell somebody else about Him.
But you can't see. That's what people got to start understanding, baby. You can't bless nobody else with God. That's somebody else that they have to come into themselves and understand what direction they want to go in life. You can't bless nobody else with God. You listen. You trying to force somebody to do something that you're doing. You can't do that. That's like getting a person to stop smoking crack that don't want to stop smoking crack. You can't do that.
We're not forced, but do you think that the God that you believe in, but it's just a yes or no. Do you think that the God that you believe in, is strengthening you in a way to where you can tell others about Him? It's a yes or no.
No, Nehemiah. No. How is my God? How is my God that I'm telling you is my God going to strengthen somebody else?
So He's just for you.
How many times I'm gonna say that? How many times I'm gonna say that? Stop that.
So if that's the case, then why did you go get the Bible?
Because I told you somebody wrote the damn Bible.
Do you So when it comes to the Bible, do you believe in the Bible or do you not?
Man, somebody wrote that. I don't believe in everything in there. I think some things can guide you spiritually to be, on a good path in your journey through life. But I don't believe everything that Bible says. Hell no. You believe everything the Bible says?
You have to be very careful.
I'm asking you a question. That was a yes or no question. That wasn't how careful I need to be, how around the corner I need to be, where I need to go. That was a.
I can't answer that.
I said, do you believe everything that the Bible says?
The King James Version, yes, I do believe everything in the King James Version.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. Everybody lies. Everybody's a sinner. Somebody wrote that book, Nehemiah. Somebody wrote the book.
Now, to your defense, come to find out, there are lost books. There are lost scribes. I'm just now figuring out there's a lost scribe called Enoch. I'm reading about the book of Enoch. Enoch was supposed to be a whole book in the Bible, but they scrubbed it out. The book of Enoch. Look it up. So, yes. And that's why in Revelations it says, whoever alters my words should perish in hell. God knew people were going to mess up his words and alter it.
So why did you just sit here and say you believe everything in there then, Nehemiah?
I believe everything in there and then some. There's some that's not there that should be.
No, Nehemiah, how did you just sit here and tell me that the Bible has been altered and God said that it will be altered, and you say that you believe everything in there?
I believe everything in there, and then there's some that's been scrubbed and altered.
So you believe everything in there? Ain't no, don't put that in there. You said you believe everything in there. Nehemiah, come on, baby. Listen. Have your own spiritual connection with your Lord, right? And Savior, baby. Focus on that, baby. To keep your peace. It brings some people peace. For people to pray and for people to believe in something.
Deezy, what I'm saying is Deezy.
You cut me off, Nehemiah. You cut me off, Nehemiah.
Sorry. Go man. Go ahead.
Believe in your spiritual things. That's for you, and focus on you for your peace, sanity, and for whatever healing you need.
But we have people that are listening to us. So for the people that are following us, I want to make it clear. Yes. So, okay. And see, this is how real I am. Let me make it clear for the people listening. Okay. I might have got it wrong. When it comes to the Bible, this is for everybody listening. I don't want to mislead you. God knows I don't want to mislead no one. When it comes to the Bible, I believe that the King James Version was the original version. I believe that was the version God himself was really trying to give us.
Why do you believe this?
Deezy, let me finish.
But say, why do you believe it, though?
I'm talking to the people that are following us.
But why do you believe it, though?
Oh, why do I believe the King? Because that was the original version. That was the original version when God's Son himself was walking the different regions.
See, but Nehemiah, you understand, right?
Deezy, let me finish with the people. Let me finish with the people that are listening. Let me.
You can't drag it out, though, Nehemiah. You can't drag it out. You got to say it to the point.
Deezy, I'm talking to the people that are following us, so I don't want to mislead them. That's the last thing I want to do.
Right,
to the people following us.
Say the point, though.
To the people following us. Deezy's gonna let me finish. I believe King James Version was the original version, but I might have it wrong. It might have been altered. See, I don't want to mislead you all. It might have been altered. Revelation says, if you alter my words, then you're cast into hell. So, in my research, in my readings, I have found books that were supposed to be in there were not. So don't judge me on this. Don't go by this. I want you to do your own research. I want you to do your own
I'm
prayers.
doing the research for you, Nehemiah.
And
Stop believing
ask
stuff.
God to lead you into the truth. That's what I'm doing. I'm asking God to lead me into the truth. I don't want to mislead you, Chad. I don't want to mislead
anybody. I'm trying to tell you something,
to me.
Nehemiah. I'm trying to tell you something. You're believing something that someone wrote, Nehemiah. You have to understand, you need to have your own spiritual connection with your God and who you believe in. You're telling people about something somebody wrote, and you're saying that this is the number one. You don't know that. You ain't been here on earth that damn long. You don't know what's going on with this book. You only been here for a short period of time. And you sitting here, see, and that's what I be trying to say. That's why I don't go to church. Because people that be in church, they're trying to tell me about something they don't understand. You're telling me something that somebody else is telling you. So it's like, when you do that, this is why we're all misled throughout the life. Because people are going down and they're telling people about shit that they don't understand, and they're trying to make it seem like it's that. You got to have your own spiritual connection with whatever God that you believe in to yourself, and you got to stay in tune with that to keep your sanity. Listen, we are all here, right? And we're all sold hope. Everybody on earth is going to die. We're all sold hope. We're sold hope about the afterlife, the shit that we're here on earth, the money, that how we spend the money. It's like everything is hope. And this is the whole journey. Life is fake. You understand that, right? This shit ain't real. You understand how quick we leave earth? How quick it's over, and then after a little bit of time goes by, everybody's moving on? This shit is all fake, man. Everything is made up. We're just living in the simulation. All of this technology and shit that they coming up with, this shit is fake, man. And people really don't understand it. You be so in tune to this shit and you think this shit is real. It's only real in your brain. Everything that we think in our brain becomes our own reality. So when you're passionate about certain things, it's because your brain is telling you to be passionate about it, and it becomes your reality. They designed religions and, these things that we believe in to segregate us, to give us all things to look at, for us to have hope and to stabilize us. Do you understand that if the world didn't have religion, how chaotic the world would be? People wouldn't have nothing to look forward to. People wouldn't have nothing to live. The police wouldn't be able to control the world if we didn't have religion. There wouldn't be enough people wanting to be cops. It would be chaotic. This shit was put here to stabilize us, hope, segregate us, to make us look at this, that, and the third. And it's a lot of people that don't understand that get caught up in these certain things that they put in front of us and make us think a certain way. You understand what I'm saying, Nehemiah?
You just said that without religion there'd be chaos.
Of course.
Do you understand how many wars are going on right now?
But do you understand what would be happening in America if we didn't have a religion? If we didn't have things to hope to look forward to? Do you understand what would be happening then? Everything is put here for hope. They created the money to people to trade the money for currency, for us to do favors for each other. Nobody's gonna do nothing without nothing being put and given to them. So they created the money so that people can do that. The Bible, the religions is all created for you to look towards something for hope.
Do you really think that the one that created you really meant this life for you? Do you really think the God that created you in his image and his likeness really wanted this?
Nobody knows how the first person that was on earth was created. Nobody. Your
Yes,
mom and your
I am
dad
the Alpha.
created you. Your
I
mom and
created the heavens
your,
and the earth. He
your
said it.
mom and your dad created you. Nobody knows how the first people that was here, placed on this earth, was put here. Nobody knows it. It's a whole bunch of stories.
Don't you ever wonder? Don't you ever care? Don't you
No,
ever?
not at all. Not at all. I'm living my life. I'm not beating my brain up about stuff that people are lying to me about. They say
So you
Adam,
don't want to know
the
who
Eve,
you're
the
lined
rib.
up with. You don't want to know who your
won't never
creator is.
know.
You don't want to know who your maker is.
You won't ever know. Nobody will never, ever, ever know. That's why I told you life is fake. Nobody will ever, ever know how this journey started.
How is life fake?
It is
Have
fake,
you
baby.
ever went outside and looked at the grass, the trees, the
Baby.
sky? How is life fake?
It's fake, baby.
Who created the trees?
It's
Who
fake,
created
baby.
nature?
It's only real to you because you're seeing it as you're alive. The people that ain't here.
Who created nature? Who created trees?
Baby, I'm trying to tell you it's fake, baby.
Fruits, vegetables. Who
Baby,
created
this
that?
shit is all fake, baby. They got you mentally caught up in what they taught you. Listen, do you understand that we all learn things from what we're
Asked you a
taught?
question you can't even answer.
I'm saying because
Who
it's
created
all fake.
nature?
It's all
You got on me
fake.
earlier. You got on me earlier for not being able to answer a question.
I'm
I'm asking
telling
you a
it's
question.
all fake.
Who
You're
created
thinking-
nature?
But you're thinking that God created all this stuff. That's
No,
what your
I'm
mind is
asking.
saying.
I'm asking you. Who created
I'm telling you, it's
nature?
fake. It's a simulation we in.
So nature is fake.
It's a simulation that we're in. We're in a simulation, baby.
Okay, so nature is fake.
Baby, I'm sitting there telling you that all this shit is fake, baby. I'm trying to tell you some real shit, baby. You're caught up in what you've been taught. You would have never knew nothing about God if somebody didn't teach you that, baby. That's what you're not understanding.
You're wrong.
No, it's the truth. Somebody taught you about God. That's why
No,
you
sir.
know what God is. And
No,
I'm
sir.
correct.
You're wrong.
I'm 100% correct, Nehemiah.
You're wrong.
Nehemiah.
Ask me how I know, and I'll tell you.
I don't need to ask you, baby. I'm smart enough to understand this shit. I've been living on Earth a long time. I understand this shit.
As much as I love you, that's where you're messing up right now.
I'm sitting here telling you, everything we know is learned behavior. Someone teaches us everything.
Deezy, ask me how I know about God.
I don't have to ask you, baby. You was taught.
Deezy,
I was taught too. Everybody was taught, baby.
No.
I don't need to ask you. There's no reason for me to ask you. That's a dumb thing for me to do.
You're assuming.
No, I'm sitting here telling you. Everything you know on this earth, somebody taught you.
No one told me.
Listen, everything you know on this
You're
earth,
assuming.
somebody taught you, baby.
You know why? You won't ask me, and that
I don't need to ask you. I'm telling you.
Ask me.
I'm telling you. Everything
Say-
you
say-
know on this earth, somebody taught you. This is a fact.
Ask me. How did you find out about God? Ask me.
I'm sitting here telling you. Your boy telling you. I'm trying to tell you the game, baby. You know why I got so much. You know what? You know why I got so much peace and so much clarity with life? It's because my experiences. I got the time to sit back and analyze and see the shit. You know, I've been around a lot of things in life, baby. You hear me? I've been around a lot of things.
You've been around a lot, baby.
Yeah.
You've been in the streets. You've
Yeah.
been locked up. You've been about that life. You've been shot
Yeah.
at. You didn't have to defend yourself.
I've
your
been
family.
add in
all
there.
that.
I ain't
know
just
your
been
past.
shot
I
at.
know your past.
I ain't just been shot at. I've been shot. Put that
Praise
in there.
God
I've
that
been
you're
shot.
still here right now to this day.
Yeah. The bullets hurt too. Just want to let you know that they hurt. I'm just saying though, baby. Listen, you gotta understand, baby. The shit is fake, baby. You've been taught everything you know, baby. You hear me? You've been taught, baby. What if they taught us another language? You see how we speak and how we all know how to communicate with these words?
You still fail to ask me what I asked you to ask me.
I don't need to ask you because I know you're going to say something that's incorrect. Somebody taught you about God, baby. If nobody in this world would have told us about God, baby, nobody would understand what God is, baby.
Would you believe me if I told you?
I'm sitting here telling you.
Nobody told me about God?
Yes,
Would you believe me if I
somebody
told
told you about God, baby. Everybody's told about God. When you little, people they talk about God to us when we're little. Everybody's, even if you wasn't receptive to it, every human being is taught.
So why is it so hard for you to? So why is it so hard for you to allow me to explain? Why?
No, because we're not going into a book about that. We're not going into a book about it because we're not going to do a book about
it's
that.
It's not a book. It's not a book. See, Deezy, the thing is, if you really believe in that there's a God that completely serves you,
we're not doing that.
You would be open and receptive to whatever everybody else has to say.
Because I'm trying to tell you,
God is love. God is patience.
Because I'm living on experience, baby. I'm living experience, Nehemiah. This is experience. You can't tell me about what experience. I got experience, baby. I have real life experience.
You do, honey. You have the ultimate experience.
Yeah.
You got more experience than anybody
I've been to church
too,
right? I've been to church, right? I've been to church. I read the Bible.
Well, see, church is not really where it's at. Me and you both agree on that.
But listen,
we both agree on that.
I read the scriptures, right? I used to know all of the scriptures in order. I used to know how to say them all in order when I was little. You know what I'm saying?
So what happened?
Huh?
So what happened?
Did you hear what I just said? Or you didn't?
You said you used to know all the scriptures. So
I said I used to know them when I was little. When I was 6 years old, I knew them. I'm in my 40s, Nehemiah. When I was 6, I knew about the scriptures, baby.
Do you feel like the scriptures will help you now, or it's just normal?
You asking me questions that don't make sense, baby. I'm sitting on now. See, now I got it, because I told you this already. You asking me stuff that don't make sense, baby. I just told you about that stuff. The stuff is foo-fa-fi, baby. I'm trying to be real with you, you know what I mean? Like, I let some people live and, they stuff like they want to live in it, but then I got to let some people know. Like, I can break this shit down to you and really have you really thinking about this shit. Like, you going to go back and think later. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, this shit is all fake. We living in a simulation, baby. Pay attention to how people leave the earth, baby. You got to pay attention to that. You talk about what's going to happen to people after they leave the earth. You don't know this shit. Can't nobody tell me nothing about afterlife, because nobody's ever experienced it. And anybody say
what do you think happens after we die? I sit here
and told you it's just over, baby. It's done. It's finito. It's done. When life is over, it's over. It's no coming back to the earth. It's over. No coming back to your existence of, it's just over, baby. But they sold you the hope. You bought the hope, baby. You bought it. You're sold on hope. You know what I'm saying? This is why people go to church every day and put their money, every week, and put their money in the offering plate. You know what I'm saying? This is why they do it every week, because they looking for hope. They want things to go better. They hoping they hit the lottery. They hoping life get better. They hoping they can pay their bills. They hoping. Nah, you just gotta live in your existence that you.
So you don't believe in heaven and hell?
Nehemiah, why do you believe in heaven and hell?
That's not what I said. I asked you, did you?
Why do you? Because somebody told you about it. That's why.
Do you believe in heaven?
Because somebody told you about it, man. That shit don't exist, Nehemiah. Stop it. It don't exist. You gotta stop it, baby. But I do want to tell you this, right? The shit that you think about, it helps people cope through their journey of life. This is what you gotta understand, because some people go through different trials and tribulations. And when they go through these different trials and tribulations, they have to turn to the Lord, because it balances them and it helps them cope through life. You understand what I'm saying? Because they don't have nothing else to turn to. They can't stabilize their own selves. Some people can stabilize their own self. And what it is you have to remove yourself from the people, places, and things that were taking you down that path. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. They continue to deal with certain people, places, and things, and they think, if I go turn to God, but I still deal with these situations, that it's going to fix. No, you have to remove things to fix the problems, not just turn to God. When people think that they just turn to God, but keep the same people around them and the shit they was doing, and God going to fix it. And then they're going to say, I was sinning today, it'll get better tomorrow. That shit don't work like that.